Just push the button. If the green's on, it's good.
Okay.
We're good.
Good evening and welcome to the Board of Zoning Adjustment meeting for Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. Mr. Jones, can we do a roll call, please?
John Carpenter.
Here.
Joanne Lawson. Scott Wagner.
Here. That takes us to our third item, which is a swearing in of individuals who may wish to testify during the meeting. I see one such individual, so if you would just raise your right hand, that's all you got to do. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much. That brings us now to our regular agenda, which is case number 25-139. Staff report.
Yes, I'd like to add this staff report as part of the official record.
So moved.
All right, so the variance we're hearing tonight is a case that is pertaining to accessory uses, specifically a request to allow a pool not to meet the 15-foot rear setback standards or setback requirements for accessory structures. So currently the property is roughly a quarter-acre zoned RSDM and has access from Northeast 114th Place. This is a lot that's a part of the large interior streeted subdivision of Prairie Field, just here north of Liberty. So the applicant is requesting a variance to this section of code. The section of code details the minimum setback standards for each zoning district for accessory buildings. And I highlighted out there on the screen where we're looking at, so, shows the rear minimum setback 15 feet for that RSDM. The applicant again is requesting a variance to that rear setback of 15 feet. He's proposing to install a pool that would be 7 feet from the rear property line, so to be an 8-foot difference. This is an exhibit with the site plan laid over our GIS map, and just kind of showing you a rough estimate of where that pool would be and how close to that property line. With each of our variances, we go over these 4 criteria. What's on the screen right now are just summaries of the criteria, and the full criteria are attached to your staff report. Staff believes that the burden of proof is on the applicant to show that these criteria have been met. To show the kind of surrounding area where we're at, so that yellow square on the screen is the subject parcel. There in that purple would be the city limits of Liberty. The red would be I-35, and then there in that orange on the left of the screen would be Plattsburgh Road. So we do, with all of our variance cases, we do our standard public notice requirements, publishing it in a newspaper, posting a sign out on site, and sending letters. In this case, we sent letters within 1,000 feet and sent a total of 68. Staff has received questions regarding this case, but none of the phone calls that we received were expressed opposition. Staff would be happy to answer any questions the commissioners may have, and the applicant is present and has a presentation as well.
Very good. Are there any questions? No. All right, very good. Then we'll go ahead and take some testimony from the applicant. Come on forward and introduce yourself and tell us what you have to say.
Okay, good evening. My name is Greg Brick. My wife, Melissa, and my daughter, Morgan, purchased a lot in the Prairie Field subdivision back in September. And as we started to get the house laid out, we had a pool in our previous home, so we brought a pool builder to our lot, kind of went over the plan, what we wanted, and at that moment, we were told, hey, we need to make sure we're in our setback restrictions, sides, front, back, et cetera. So we stopped what we were doing. We made some calls to the zoning team and my builder, and it come to find out where we were proposing was going to be short for the back line. So we stopped what we did, put our presentation together, and we're going to try and proceed with you guys of where to go from here. Do you want me to read the variance things or just go through my PowerPoint? I think
probably just.
Okay, it's pretty simple. So again, that's just a lot, no big deal. That's the drawing of the house with the covered deck, and it shows the dimensions of everything side to side and front to back. There's where we laid in the pool builder, the 14 by 30, you can see at the back of the property. And while it says 7 foot, technically, not that we're counting inches, it would be 8 foot, because technically there's 6 inches of lip on each side of the pool that is covered, so technically it's 8 foot, but I put 7 because that's officially what it would be. Does that make sense to everybody? You're covering 6 inches on each side, so it would be 8 foot. This picture shows, I wanted to show you guys, there's a green space behind all of our lots. So there's, I didn't measure, but I'm assuming approximately 20 feet of green space between us and the neighbors behind us. This is a picture I took of our lot, and I drew an imaginary green line based on the lot next to us where their sod ends. So I'm assuming that's basically where our lot would end. And you can see there's quite a big distance between us and the neighbors behind us that is just green space. Another shot just showing the green space goes between both homes, or all the homes on both sides, all the way down. That just shows the back patio that we built, the covered patio, so you actually have to go out a little farther from that as well, according to the guidelines. Again, another picture, no big deal, of the green space, kind of showing you how much room I would have between my rear line and where their rear property line would be. Just a layout of the pool, what it would look like, the blueprints from the pool builder. This picture I showed is basically almost the same pool design we would do. It's a fiberglass pool, which is better than a liner pool, more expensive, but more durable. And basically what our concrete would look like. It's a basic setup. I wanted to show you guys that. This is our last house that we lived in, Benson Place, which is just down in Clay County off 96th Street. That is the pool we had in that house, and as you can see, the back line of my concrete in the pool to the fence line was, I don't think it was 10 feet. If it was barely 10 feet, and in Kansas City, it's 10-foot setback. But that's basically to show you what it would look like with the, not exactly with the concrete, but we landscaped it with trees to provide privacy from the neighbors. Just a picture at night showing what it looks like. And then any of our pool equipment and pumps, I did extensive landscaping, keeping everything covered from neighbors, right? Nobody wants to see a pool pump, so we spent a lot of money getting that. I took some pictures, or took this off the GIS mapping to show you guys that not every pool sits exactly in like dead center of a lot, not making it wrong or right or indifferent, but just to show you that there are, I don't know if I want to say hundreds, but a lot of photos, or a lot of pools that are not set square in the lots. So, which tells me it's not a big deal to have your pool a little closer here or there, meaning they're all over the city that way. I wouldn't be the only guy that put my pool not exactly where it's supposed to be, I guess I'm trying to say. And I'm not making that right or wrong. I'm just showing you, if you look at the pictures that I'm showing, everything's not just centered. The good thing about ours is we meet our side-to-side boundaries, we just don't meet the back. So we're not going to encroach on either neighbor to either side. And with the green space behind us, it creates a big buffer, I'll call it. More pictures just showing the pools aren't centered. The weird thing that I didn't realize when we bought this house, it is Liberty North School District, which we wanted, but it's Kearney. So I thought it was Kearney rules, meaning a 10-foot setback is what Kearney shows. But since I guess we're in Clay County, it's Clay County setback, which is 15, which doesn't make any sense to me. I'm in Kearney, but I'm in Clay County, but we have two different, setback rules. Which again, I'm not saying right, wrong, or indifferent, it just kind of had me confused. And then in Kansas City, I showed they have a 10-foot setback in Kansas City as well. So with the pool, it's not like I'm trying to put up something that obstructs views or is a nuisance of a chicken coop or a big Morton building or something that is, it's in the ground, so it doesn't really create any visuals. It's quite a big actual investment of what we do. And we bought the house intending to do this. This is our retirement home. I have 6 more years at Ford Motor Company and I can retire, thank gosh. And by having a pool and a patio, it creates nice neighborlies get together. We have barbecues, the kids play, sporting events. I'm not a Chiefs fan, but watch a lot of football games and get together. So it's a fun thing. And again, I've never done this, so I'm a little nervous. So I'm just trying to wing through it. But no visual impairment to anybody, doesn't degrade the value of anybody, actually increases value. We had one in our last house, loved it. Once you own a pool, you'll never have a house without a pool again, is what we found. So that's it.
Well, you did a good job. You're fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We'll see if there's any questions. Questions? Yeah. I think you just go ahead and press it if you want. Nope.
No questions.
Okay.
No questions.
Any anything further from
No,
staff?
the only thing I would add, I think, is I was surprised because the RSDM zoning is one of our most dense zonings. And I was surprised when we looked at the setbacks that it was 15 feet because that's the same for ag zoning or our bigger residential. So this is probably something we're going to look at as we do our revision of the LDC, because my guess is if we don't change that, we're going to have other houses in this neighborhood that are going to have the same issue. And it's interesting that the side setback for the house in the same subdivision is 7.5 feet. But the pool, since it's a structure, accessory structure, to the back property line is 15 feet. So just one of those uniqueness that we don't generally see in unincorporated, because this is one of the most dense subdivisions in unincorporated Clay County.
So your comment actually leads to probably the only question that I have, and that is, and it's funny because the last time this happened was also with a pool, where we took an action that suggested agreement, and that resulted in a new ordinance coming before us. And so I guess my question, kind of based on your comments, is this suggests this is something that we may want to look at anyway, and certainly if the desire was to move forward with the variance, my expectation would then be at somewhere down the line, we're probably seeing suggested changes in the code to reflect something similar to that. Is that a proper expectation?
Yes, to me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to hold this size lot to the same standard we'd hold a 10-acre lot to for the setback.
Which to your point too, is probably the reason why this has been sitting here, is because in the out county, we don't typically have lots of this size, and therefore it's kind of there for that reason.
Correct.
Yeah, very well. Okay, well, if there's no questions, then unless there's anything further, sir, that you would like to say?
No, sir.
Okay, very well. Well, if that's the case, then I'm open to motions or other actions. Commissioner.
I move that we approve case number 25139 with the zoning adjustment granted.
Is there a second? Is that not an official second? Okay, it's been moved and seconded to check the box approved on case number 25-139. If there's no further discussion, Mr. Jones, can you call the roll?
John Carpenter.
Yes.
Joanne Lawson. And Scott Wagner.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Motion carries. That means you are approved, sir.
Thank you very much.
We wish you well on your endeavor, and just see Mr. Jones or his staff, and they'll take it from there.
Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas to you, sir. Thank you. Is there any other business to come before the body?
So I just want to mention our deadline for the January meeting is actually next week, since this meeting is early due to Christmas. And we are expecting most likely an application or two. So plan on having a January meeting. It's scheduled for January 28th. And be prepared to elect a chair and vice chair. The bylaws require that we do that once a year. And then just so it's on the official recording, happy birthday to John.
Very good, and I agree with that sentiment and for a gift for you is well, if you're asking, I don't mind doing that too. I thought you'd be happy with a 15-minute meeting.
Yeah.
That's good enough? Okay. With that then, we are adjourned. If you're asking, I don't know. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was going to make a comment about the Chiefs.